Hey everybody, it's Emily the Crazy Worm Lady. I'm here today with our European Nightcrawler bin and wanted to give you guys a little update and take a peek and see how they were getting along with our feeding from last week. These castings are getting darker and darker. It's so nice. See, there's a little baby worm over there. Look at this big guy. Ooh. Scared me. So, nice and lively. Kind of like that about the Europeans. It's pretty exciting to watch them kind of jump around in the bin. They're a little bit more lively than the red wigglers and the African nightcrawlers, at least in my experience thus far. I'm finding that when I put strictly shredded newspaper and junk mail, that the worms don't eat it quite as quickly and it kind of gets a little compacted. So I'm going to have to start mixing that with a little bit more of my cardboard. Just so that they go through it a little bit quicker and it doesn't mat down. And I have this paper towel over here which has gotten a little compacted. So this is the side we did not feed the other day, but there's still a lot of worms in it. My goodness, I can't get over how big these guys are getting. Look at this worm. If I can get him here. Trying to get his whole body. Look at that. I mean, if he was stretched out, he would probably be about the length of my hand here. They're just beautiful worms. Not many people would understand why we find worms so beautiful, but if you're into this, it's definitely pretty cool to see these worms getting really large. And I am going to post a picture towards the end of this video of some trout we caught the other day using these worms as bait. We did have a very successful fishing trip. My boyfriend and I both caught our limit, and the limit is 5 fish per person per trip. And my boyfriend caught one of the largest trout he's ever caught. And for farmed trout, they really don't get all that big. Here's the feeding from last week. Over here feels pretty warm to me. And again, that's just the decomposition process. That's why it's important not to feed your worms all over the bin. That way, if it gets a little too warm, it can move away and back in when it's more suitable for them. And again, this does not smell foul at all. Have this little onion skin. Doesn't look like they're getting into that a whole lot yet, but there are actually a few worms in here. Even some babies, so I don't think that it's too strong for them. Been experimenting a lot with different foods to see if they are deterred by certain foods, but my worms seem to be doing just fine. There's a little beetle in there. Not one of my large beetles like the one I found the other day in my urban worm bag. If you saw that video, I had a little freak out and I shook like crazy the whole time I was filming it because I was so scared. Funny, worms don't scare me or bother me, but the bugs that I sometimes get certainly do bother me. This little worm hanging out of my hand. But they seem to be getting along. They're going through the food. I really didn't expect it to break down quite this much in just a week. I thought that was rather heavy feeding, but they might actually be able to benefit from a little bit more food, so I might do that in a little while. But I got a question regarding the Neem that I was talking about putting in my bins, and there's mixed information as far as the benefits of neem in the bins, but I've been trying it out for myself because I tend to get some mites, and they don't bother me terribly, but some of them, the faster moving mites, kind of wig me out, whatever you want to call it. I'm just not a fan of them. And it looks like some bugs in the bin can actually slow down in the reproduction when they eat the neem. I believe it says that even like roaches and ants will stop reproducing, and it could potentially kill them if they eat the neem, but it's actually beneficial and can help in the reproduction of your worms. So again, there's not a whole lot of completely scientifically backed information. There's some, but I'm just deciding to try it for myself to see. So I feed some neem cake, which I bought on Amazon, to my bins, and I use neem oil, and I just rub the oil along the top rim here, and I'm not seeing any of those fast moving mites since I've done that. So I am wondering if it has been beneficial for me. So that's the update for today. I will probably be feeding these worms today, but I'm not going to post that on video. I'm trying to shorten my videos a little bit if possible. So that is the update for today. Please like this video, subscribe if you want some more content from me, and I'll be back with you guys for an update next week. Have a great night.